Welcome back, guys. Berek here, Equity Podcast. First of all, just want to apologize for those watching the video. I have a new camera, so it's in 20. It's in 1080 now instead of 720 or whatever it was. So, my apologies. What we're talking about today. We're talking about frame and alignment towards our goals. Those two words are really weird. We'll break those down a little bit. We have a goal in mind. Start with an example. We have a goal in mind. We want to lose 20 pounds. If my view of exercise and nutrition is restriction and hard work and just like, I don't want to do this, and I have negative emotions around those two things, how likely am I to achieve that goal? If exercise and nutrition are chores, I am not aligned to my goal of losing 20 pounds. The likelihood of me reaching that goal is relatively low. So that frame, the negative emotions, the idea that nutrition is restricting or is nothing but restrictions. I can't have fun. I can't do that. And exercise is just hard and sweaty and not fun. That's your frame of those two things. That's how you see them. And that goal, that frame and that goal are not aligned. Having that frame isn't going to get you to the goal. If we can switch that frame to where nutrition instead of restriction is a way to find your true potential, you enjoy eating real whole food, you enjoy that part of it, you understand that it's going to help your health, it's going to improve your health, it's going to improve your fitness, and you start enjoying that side of things. Or even, maybe not enjoying it, but not hating it, and understanding how it can help you, and then starting to finding exercise that can be fun for you, finding a group of people that help you make it fun, make it something that is sustainable. If we can start looking at it in that frame, now we're starting to get in alignment. We're much more likely to reach the goal when exercise and nutrition is in a positive light. When we see it as something that we get to do instead of we have to do. When we understand that taking short-term sacrifice can help us in the long term. Not going to town at a party and pulling back can actually help us in the long run. And it's more rewarding. Hard things, everything worthwhile is uphill. Hard things are hard. And that's good. We want it to be hard. So the question is, how do we start switching our frame? How do we work on that? So we kind of have three ways that we can start doing that. And this is something I'm still working on as well. The first one is very heady, and the other two are a little bit more practical. So the first one is basically visualization. It's visualize yourself, find a vision of yourself that has reached that goal, that is in that place that you want to be, and hold that in your vision. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to put ourselves there, and through that we can start understanding how we can get there. And that kind of leads to the second. So the first, just holding that there, and that your frame can start shifting. So the next one, a little bit more practical. This is more from James Clear, Atomic Habits stuff. And it's kind of similar. but I think it's a little more practical, is determining what type of person gets to that goal. And then saying, you are that type of person. I am the type of person who meal preps my lunches every day. I am the type of person who works out 4 to 6 days a week. That is active 4 to 6 days a week. I am the type of person who, when they go out to parties, has a 2-drink limit and only eats 1 plate. I'm the type of person who doesn't have to have dessert with every meal, every dinner. I am the type of person who does the things to reach that goal. When we start changing our identity, our frame of how we see things, we can more easily work towards our goal. Instead of thinking, I have to do these things to reach a goal, I get to do these things to reach that goal. This is exactly what I want to be doing. I want to be eating this food because it's going to help me improve my health. I want to be working out right now because it's fun, because I like being with these people, because I like working hard. I like getting stronger. I am the type of person who. The next one is, when you start doing that, start small. You don't have to jump in and meal prep everything and all whole foods, and you don't have to jump into the deep end. Start super, super small, almost atomically small. And make sure you celebrate those wins. One of the concepts that I like is, instead of thinking, I need to meal prep my lunches for the week, that can be a little daunting. Let's say it's Saturday or Sunday, whenever. What's the next thing I can do? I can write out a grocery list. Take 2 minutes. What's the next thing I can do? And then once you finish that, then think, all right, what's the next thing I have to do? All right, I need to go grocery shopping. Well, I can't do that right now, so I'll put it in my calendar to go at 10 o'clock. Once I finish that, what's the next thing I need to do? And just keep working on that next thing. If I'm trying to work out, all right, what is the thing I can do right now? I can plan, I can time block, I can carve out time for me to work out. All right, I want to get to the gym 3 days this week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5:30. Put it in the calendar. It's in there. It's time blocked. If you have to change that, life happens. You have to change stuff. You have to move it. You can't just take it out. You have to move that time somewhere else. Right? And then I want to go for a walk twice this week, out in nature. Put it in the calendar. Right? We didn't do those things. All we did was put them in our calendar. That's a start. Does not take a lot of time to do that. Start with the small, atomically small things. And we can start shifting that frame when we just start with little wins. When we get those little wins, when we start doing little things, that's going to slowly start changing who we are. Slowly going to start changing our frame. Hey, I am somebody that does this. I am somebody that works out. I am somebody that meal preps, that eats real whole food. I am somebody that does these things. See, I have all of this. Information. I have all this past experience of me doing it. I literally did it. They were small things, but that's how we build up to it. Frame, goal, alignment. I want to make sure they're in line. Now, when we're getting in that, sometimes we have to ask, so that's how we shift our frame, but Now we're going to kind of come back to a little bit of a bigger picture real quick. Sometimes we need to ask, do we have the right goal? Do we have the right goal in mind? Is that goal coming from outside or is it coming from inside? Do I want to lose 20 pounds because it'll make me healthier? Or do I want to lose 20 pounds because I want to see a certain number on that scale and that's the weight I'm supposed to be? Is the goal the right goal? Is it coming from inside or is it coming from outside? So we definitely want to think about that. Then we can think about the frame. Hey, am I in the right frame to reach that goal? And then we can work on those things that we talked about earlier. All because you have a goal doesn't mean it's the right one. There's more to... You don't just want to pick blind goals, like I said, just because, everybody can do pull-ups, so I want to be able to do them. Well, why are we in the gym? Why are we doing what we want to do? Is a pull-up actually something you want to do, or is the only reason you want to do that just because other people are doing it? Make sure we know that why behind the goal. And then once we have that goal, we can start working on that frame. Hey, let's start taking the steps to be the type of person that does those things and get there. It's not just willpower. There's more to it than that. Some people have that willpower where they can just will themselves to something. But we can't count on that all the time. Willpower is a limited resource we have. So we want to make sure that we're in the right frame to be able to get there. I am the type of person who. If you want to talk about this sometime, shoot me a message. I love to talk about it. If you have a specific goal in mind and you need some help getting there, let me know. I love working with people to doing that. It's a lot of fun. Let me know. If you have any questions, love to hear from you. And cheers.